Black Filipino, bump the track, we know. If you like this, then donate a C-no.
Oh my God, forgive my face and how close this is, but I just had my mask on and all my lipstick that I did put on is gone. Anyways, so that was like one of the most challenging interviews that I've done. He asked me so many questions about bartending things, which is great because obviously you want to know that your people know. But I felt really dumb because I don't know, that was hard. I had my favorite drink prepared, right? So that was the one that I had. But just for those of you that are like really wanting to know what to have in your head before you go, you know, be able to wrap off all of the wines, all of the beers, specific things like local beers, if that's, you know, what your bar does, be able to wrap off what my brain is, I'm hungry and I'm tired now. Be able to say the recipe for at least 10 drinks, like I was saying before. I really didn't think that he was going to quiz me on all of those because on previous interviews, I've only really been asked like maybe what my favorite drink to make is, or which type of alcohol is my favorite to work with, or which one I like or whatever, but like really basic stuff. But this was like garnishes. What would I use? What's in this? Tell me how to make this. What's a local beer that we have here, and like what, you know. So it was a lot of like and then I was doing it in front of like the other manager, so it was just like extra stress. But he was very nice and said, you know, don't be nervous, whatever. I was like, I'm just really doing this for YouTube, okay? Like, this feels real like stressful for like being on vacation. But anyways, so we'll see if I end up getting offered the job. But sometimes you'll be hired on the spot, which I tend to get, which always feels nice, but also always feels a little bit stressful and pressured. And then sometimes they'll call you and there might be a callback, and then there might be an actual like mock audition where you are behind the bar. So I haven't had to do that yet. I almost feel like since that's how the interview went, that might be the next step, unless the next step is really just being offered the position. But we'll see. So that's how you get into the bar industry. I feel like I've gotten into it easier before in other jobs. And this one, maybe just because of the level of the actual place that I went to, felt a little bit more intense, which makes sense. But also I thought because maybe it was job fair that there would be like, it would be easier. I don't know why. I don't know. Not that job fairs are easy, but you know, sometimes when they're doing mass hirings like that, but anyway, it was a interview on spot, and then yeah, so we'll see. So anyways, I'm gonna go and run my errands and go rest for the rest of the day because my brain feels rocked. Okay, talk to you later. Love you. Bye. Okay, this angle is not great. The lighting is weird. It's a whole thing. Today has been weird. Today's been one of those days where you just kind of like wish you had stayed home kind of days, and it's fine because I'm home now and I'm gonna relax. But like everything that I did today was just like, okay. So I was just, I don't even know where I'm looking at this point. What happens if I do this? Okay. I didn't put my tripod in because I really just wanted to do a quick, this looks like it's upside down. You know, I read something that said, oh, I'll put it here because I swear it said that there were no Mercury in retrogrades this month. So it's just me then. I guess it's just me. Okay, that's cool. But I came back because I was gonna share some thoughts, and now I don't know what those thoughts were. Yeah, I guess it was just that, yeah, today was a funky, weird day, and you know, I just I don't know. So anyways, yeah, that's it. I guess I just wanted to have like a closure to the video and maybe be like in my place and less frantic. This whole video has been frantic. Who knows if I'll even post it. It's like, but I feel like there are some important tips in there. It's also really important to know too that just because the other bartending jobs that I've had didn't quiz me like that doesn't mean that you won't be quizzed. And so knowing your stuff is always good. Like, you should know them. You should know those things. I just kind of was like, I think because he wasn't with anyone at that time and it was kind of like slow, he spent a good amount of time with me. And there were a lot of, like, we went over everything. And I was just like, oh my God, I wish we were at a bar right now. I could actually just like make you the drink instead of like, I'm using my hands as I'm describing it to him too, like mimicking the mixing cup and the muddler and all of that. Is the whole thing was interesting. Anyways, whatever. If it happens, cool. If not, I talked about it a little bit before on my podcast. If you listen to ChocoLumpia lessons on Anchor, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts, anywhere, it's on all major platforms. You can listen to my most recent podcast episode, and I kind of talk about it a little bit, and talking about just kind of like shaking it all off, you know, letting it go. Whatever it was is what it was. I know it doesn't sound like I'm letting it go because I'm really just like, the whole day today just threw me for a loop. I'm spitting everywhere. I haven't had my words today. Like, it's just been, but starting your day with a clear head and letting yourself meditate, and then whatever happens throughout the day just kind of happens and you let it bounce off of you. So I am going to go drink some kombucha. I'm going to relax. I'm going to eat the veggie burrito that I just got, and I'm going to just enjoy the rest of today and put the things that I got away, organize and situate myself for the rest of the week. And I have more things to vlog and share with you throughout the week. And I thank you for watching. I love you guys. Salamat. Bye-bye. What's up, ChocoLumpia Lessons? It's we're here really close up in the car again. I am parked, and the car that was just hiding me from the sun is gone. They left. And so I'm gonna do this really fast just to check in and let you guys know what's up. And then I'm gonna sit in the shade chair, not like the shade, that's not like the reed, you know. Anyway, I don't know what it's been a long day. It's been a long week. It's weird though, because it's been fast too. Like last week I was on vacation, and then this week I'm back, and it just feels like everything is happening multiple times throughout the day, and I'm in hyperspeed. And while that's great, it's also like, what is happening? We need to slow down for a second because it's like intense. Also, the uterus is shedding. The uterus lining is shedding. It's a whole thing. I don't know if that gets me demonetized. Doesn't matter because I don't make money off this channel anyway. So, yes, I don't even know. Can you say that word without that being flagged? Anyways, I'm checking my outfit. It's hot. We've got a cute blouse on. We're gonna put a sweater on, you know, to look profesh. Also, it looks like I'm trying to adjust my wig. This is my hair.
Wow.
But for some reason, it's like flatter on this side. Okay, so this is already longer than I intended it to be. I'm just checking in because I'm going in for another bartending interview. Like I said, I was going to share the experiences on what it's like to get into the industry, even though I have technically accepted another job offer. This is a YouTube experiment. It's also a life experiment. Actually, you know, life is an experiment. You know what I mean? Like everything that we do, no one knows exactly what they're doing anyway, so it's always like an experiment. We learn things and then they don't work, and then we figure out a different route. Yes, I say route, like I said, East Coast forever till I die. But then we like tweak it a little bit and try to change it so that it's better or whatever. And this is just another experiment. And I've also been stressing myself out for no reason. But also, to learn and because it's an experience, right? And that's all life is an extremely long experiment. I'm kidding when I say that. That's like just my dark humor. Okay, so I'm fine. Everything's fine. So yeah, I have a... Sorry, I realized I have my gum in my mouth, and that is not professional or YouTube appropriate, you know? Whatever. This isn't a professional channel, obviously. Okay, so I have another bartending interview. I want to report back what they asked me for this time. I'm holding my phone, so it's not in the little thing. Sorry, it's shaky. You know, it's hot, and it's been a long day, and I just really want to lay down. I want to take all my clothes off and lay down, but we still have things to do because, yeah. So it's a 15-minute interview, which should be interesting because I don't know if I've ever been in an interview that's been 15 minutes, but we'll see. And I will report back with the questions that I'm asked. I kind of gave you an update last time with that interview and how I felt like I did a bad job. Well, not a bad job, but I felt like it was a little bit rough just because it's been a minute, you know? And then ended up getting offered the position and have accepted it, but also have been offered something else. In the meantime, this is always what happens. You know, I hate to be like, it's because I'm so talented and educated and, you know, like anybody, I feel like anyone that really puts the work in can do that. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of studying. It's a lot of going to school. And if you're not good at going to school, it's a lot of trying to better yourself in other ways. Maybe it's YouTube. Maybe it's reading a book. I don't know. But just to be like job, career viable and being accessible in a lot of different avenues, it's just putting yourself out there and getting experience. And so all of these things, which sometimes feel like a waste of time, like today and running around, they all give me experience and things to kind of pull from when I'm dealing with people from all different types or all different walks of life. That's what I was gonna say. So yeah, okay, that's enough of that, you know? Okay, we're gonna go in, I'll tell you what happens, and then we'll see how it goes. They might offer me a job on the spot, and then if they do, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But if they don't, then that's also fine, you know? So we'll see. Okay, bye. Bitch, you know I got that job. Yes, I got offered the job on the spot. Also, they were like wanting me for management, which yes, nobody's surprised here. So, but it went really well, and it was, I'll talk about the questions and everything. There were actually a lot of questions about just like me as a person and my experience in the industry and working, just in general working and dealing with people, which is important. It's important because duh, hospitality and customer service, right? Because that's like basically all jobs. Any job that you have is about customer service. So really didn't ask me any specific drink questions, just asked like what my experience was at the jobs that I have listed on my resume. And you always talk positively about everything that's on your resume, of course. There was a question about like name a time when you made a mistake and it just kept getting worse and you needed to fix it. And I told him a story about how I once was a barista and I had forgotten the espresso part of a coffee blended drink. And I was like panicking because it was like the first particular day I was by myself at this particular shift. And but then I just owned up to it, and you know me, I crack jokes, so I just told the lady, I was like, oh my god, she came back and she was like, this doesn't taste like there's any coffee in it. And I looked at the drink and I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, it's like actually not brown at all. It was like a vanilla frappuccino or something like that. So I was like, oh my goodness, I forgot to put the espresso in it. It's fine. Let me just make it again for you. And as long as you own up to it and apologize, usually people are fine. Every once in a while, you'll get the person who is not fine. And then you kind of have to just like, as long as you're nice and you own up to it and you fix it somehow, then you did your part. But you can't take home someone else's energy, you know? So yeah, that was mostly it. There was no particular bartender specific questions, but I need to go because it's really hot and I want to change, and I have another phone call that I need to take in 30 minutes, and I need to get home so that I'm not on the road doing that. But yeah, thanks again for watching this. I don't know, it's like a 2-week long vlog. Okay, bye.